So let's take a moment and talk about the UN General Assembly, or the United Nitwits, the United Nothing. The UN General Assembly approved a resolution backing an irreversible path to a Palestinian state. US and Israel denounced the move for emboldening Hamas and harming all prospects of peace. The UN General Assembly, UNGA, currently in session, approved a resolution on Friday calling for an irreversible path towards that state. The resolution was an endorsement of the New York Declaration on the Peaceful Settlement of the Question of Palestine, adopted at an international conference in July at the UN headquarters in New York. Signed by the EU, the Arab League, and 17 other countries. The declaration called for an immediate end to the war in Gaza and supported the deployment of a temporary international stabilization mission under UN Security Council mandate, because the UN has showed how perfectly they can do this kind of thing without becoming terrorists themselves. Right. The conference was organized by France, Macron, and Saudi Arabia, MBS, and was a declaration laying out a single roadmap to deliver the two-state solution, according to French UN Ambassador Jérôme Bonifant. A majority of 142 countries voted in favor, 10 voted against, 12 abstained. Israel, Argentina, Hungary, Micronesia, Nauru, Palau, Papua New Guinea, Paraguay, Tonga, and the United States voted against the resolution, while Albania, Cameroon, Czechia, Ecuador, Ethiopia, and Guatemala were among those who abstained. The United States opposed the vote as yet another misguided and ill-timed publicity stunt that merely serves to reward Hamas and prolong the war. Now, the interesting thing is, and there's a lot of interesting things to unpack here, they're having their 80th session. A generation, Psalm 90 verse 10 is 70, and if by strength 80 years. Their 80th session will be held, and they will be discussing this, chiefly among the things they're discussing, on the 23rd of September 2025. Rosh Hashanah, Feast of Trumpets. Interesting pick for a date to discuss dividing the land, don't you think? And it takes you back to Joel 3 verse 2. I will also gather all nations, all, not some, all nations, because they will all come together, and bring them down to the valley of Jehoshaphat, the valley of judgment. And I will enter into judgment with them there, on account of my people, my heritage Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations. They have also divided up my land. Now in the Hebrew, the word chalak means divide, take away a portion or separate, which is what they're trying to do. They want to take away portions of the land and separate it, divide, chalak. And the word arsi, my land. They haven't consulted God on this. It belongs to Him and Him alone. And He will enter into judgment with them there. So, I hope all those world leaders are taking note of these momentous moments that are going to drive them and their nations into the valley of Jehoshaphat, not too far ahead. Pray for Israel. Pray for more people to discover Yeshua as their Messiah. Shalom.